Thank you for joining us for this episode of CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quinn Tran.
This is a very joyous occasion.
The Chickasaw Nation gathered to celebrate a new neighborhood in Ada, Oklahoma. The tribe built 59 homes in the Hilltop Meadow addition. The Chickasaw Nation developed the neighborhood for tribal citizens. The tribe hosted this gathering to celebrate with families, including first-time homeowners.
I love it, dude. It's the nicest thing I've ever lived in, and I couldn't be more thankful for it.
It's really part of a vision we have overall within the Chickasaw Nation to create community, and a Chickasaw community where Chickasaws can be together, interact with each other, and have a good life together.
More construction is planned in the neighborhood, additional homes, and a playground for children.
Now to Sulphur, Oklahoma. The Chickasaw National Recreation Area takes the top spot. It was voted the best place for camping and RV getaways by a Reader's Choice poll of USA Today's 10 Best. The park features the natural beauty of the area, hiking trails, and hundreds of campsites. The Chickasaw National Recreation Area placed first, followed by other well-known sites including Yellowstone National Park and Grand Canyon National Park. Creative writers of all ages, it's time right now to submit your work in the annual Anole Creative Writing Contest. The entry deadline is July 16th. Applicants must be Chickasaw citizens. The contest includes poetry, short story, and essay. Winners in each category and age division receive a cash prize. Visit the website to get full details. We continue our conversation with a young Chickasaw citizen. Quinn Smith just graduated from Duke University.
Quinn tells us how he's made a difference in the lives of others while in college.
I first began doing documentary work when I got into college with an organization called the Indian Arts and Crafts Board, which is under the Department of the Interior. My boss gave me a 400 image archive of the Blackfeet Nation and a few elder contacts in the community and said, go make me a documentary. And luckily I had taken a class at Duke called Small Town USA, which was a photo documentary class where I had to travel into an adjacent city to Durham in North Carolina and created a photo documentary for the entire semester on this native author. So I had that skill set. And so I was able to create this documentary, and I was happy to see it pick up some traction. And from there, that kind of launched all of these other avenues that I wasn't expecting. So the next year I was able to work for a really awesome podcast called All My Relations, which is a very popular native-centered podcast. And I had been a fan of it for a long time. And because of my previous work, I was able to get a spot on that podcast. Some documentary related work that I've been doing at Duke is there's this program with Duke Gardens called Equity Through Stories. And through that program, I was able to design this project where I interviewed tribal members across North and South Carolina about their relationships with the land and information about native plants and animals and other stories they might have that they wanted shared in Duke Gardens that they thought would benefit their tribal communities and stories that they thought were important to share with people. And so I was able to create 3 podcasts with that program and also an interactive exhibit. The Duke Gardens attracts a lot of people in North Carolina, so I thought it would be amazing if they could read about these stories and perspectives that are important to Native people. I would say the biggest thing that I learned through this work is the importance of working with people that you're writing about and working with people that you're creating documentaries about, working with people to create work that benefits them and their communities, and also trying to go beyond just the work, writing them thank you notes, sending them some gift. So through my gardens work, it was starting the seed sharing initiative where we would send elders plants. And one time we even went out there and helped an elder plant a garden.
It sounds like you're very active there on campus in communicating Native perspective.
Yes, well, thank you. I'd say the most important activity that I've done on campus is with the Native American Indigenous Student Alliance on campus. This year, I'm the president. And for the past few years, we've been really doing a lot of work on the activism front, trying to get more resources at an institution like Duke for Native students. So while things are a lot better in the world of elite academic institutions today, there's still a lot that needs to be done. And so one of those things that we were advocating to have changed is the addition of a Native Studies program at Duke. Although there are more Native people in North Carolina than any state east of the Mississippi River, Duke University was almost alone in not having a Native Studies program. So as at the time when this work started, I was vice president. So I created this op-ed with a documentarian named Myron Dewey, who was a visiting professor at the time, and worked with the other members of the Native Student Alliance to create this op-ed that we were able to have published in Indian Country Today, and attached to it was a petition. And so we were really pleased to see that petition gain traction, and administration started coming to us to ask for ways that they could help us, which was a complete flip of the way that things used to be. It used to be that we would go to administration and they'd be hearing about a problem for the first time. And so through that, we were able to establish some really cool things at Duke, and pave the way for the hiring of more Native professors and things like that.
Quinn is doing so well, he was awarded with more honors, including another fellowship to do research, and he also was awarded Duke's Top Public Policy Award.
He's exploring graduate school opportunities as well. Congratulations to him. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of CNTV.
We hope to see you again next time.